Stream should be up and going. Start with the raid quest. I'm gonna be grinding out the raid quest because I haven't done any of it yet, and then I will be grinding out the rest of my glory points for the festival. So host a couple, expert missions. Because I'm an elite time patroller, so it shouldn't take me too long, realistically. But I figure I would stream while I was grinding out the rest of this festival and whatnot, because there's only 2 weeks left now, this current week and then next week. And I actually wasn't expecting to be elite time patroller, because I didn't really grind out this much last week. I kind of want one of these weeks to grind out enough for first place so I can get like a golden outfit, but my god, the top people on my team are always so ridiculously high with, I just don't want to sit there and grind like 1,000,000 points. So that probably won't be happening unless they bring them back in the store so you can buy them, but I would have liked one of the festival anniversary ones, or the 10th anniversary ones in golden. Do I have anyone playing Xenoverse? Carlos. Oh, I guess I was in invite. If no one joins here, I'll just have to join one a couple times and then host it afterwards when I can invite some of them after. I still haven't also switched around any of my music for Xenoverse yet. It's still sitting in the same shit it was before. Ooh. Joining up, nice. Oh, more people joining, nice, perfect. Hopefully I stay locked in and actually get pretty good progress in this raid in the first couple attempts. So, yep. I don't think this boss should have super armor, because it's not a transforming one or anything. Oh, people are joining up now. I guess usually just at the start, sometimes it's a little bit more difficult. That works, as long as I have someone to pay. Because realistically, I kind of wish sometimes you could do the raids yourself. Bruh. That's brutal. Yeah, sometimes I wish you could do the raids yourself and not have to have other people or AI on your team, but that's whatever. I also just want to check something with my webcam quickly. There we go. Sorry about that. And I guess try and host that again. That it should eventually adjust itself properly. That is the one downside of using my phone as the webcam now, is when I need to use my phone, I need to bring down my webcam, which most of the time isn't a problem, but occasionally it's a little annoying. But at least with my tripod, it stays in the same place pretty well. I don't know why it lagged out there. I don't know if it was because someone left right before we readied up or what. CJ Ball. I think I've played with that guy before. Although his character doesn't look familiar. There's one that I always forget where the hell it actually says. There's one that's you ready, it's on this page. And by the time I found that dialogue option, the dude had already readied up. That's kind of funny. use this one first, and then after I might try and use that other one. I'm not sure how it'll work out though. And then yeah, if anyone joins the chat, just drop your username down or send me a friend request and I can send you an invite. And then if we do get some people in the stream going, which it's happened once on one of my live streams, but doesn't always happen, I'll just make some private slots, so anyone who wants to join into the lobby can hopefully get it every time. Hey dude, how's it going? Hopefully it doesn't kick me out to the lobby again, because that's always shitty. Brutal. Bro immediately walked onto me. Please let me get this off. Yeah, I'll probably switch to my other build too, just to check it out. It probably needs, oh god, a stronger transformation on it, but the build itself might work pretty well. The biggest downside to my Super Soul is that it doesn't have attack up, and it also takes like a minute to activate my damage increase. Yeah, keep him knocked away. Bitch. There we go. Now we got some good damage going in. But yeah, I think honestly having the attack up limit burst is probably worth it. After this round, I will send you an invite. Actually got someone to join, that'll be sick. Because that was actually one of my favorite grinding streams I've done, is when I had, I think it was 2 people that were joining from the stream, and it was much more enjoyable than just the regular raids, because it's a little bit more to it. One downside of having a bunch of bots and not real people is he locks onto the host so much. I'm just glad to do it. Oh god. Another raid that doesn't have super armor on the last phase. Although I don't mind it too much on transforming raids, because it actually makes the last transformation feel way stronger, but it's just kind of annoying to fight. I also am not keeping up with my boost at all this round. So I think my other build would do better just because I'm not effectively using this one right now. Fucking, hold on, stop locking on to me. I just missed like fucking 4 attacks in a row right there. That was brutal. If I remember right, it's honestly not super great, I don't think. I think it's just artwork. I don't think there's any Super Soul or anything during this one. I'm just doing it for the STV medals, just so I can grab like the rest of the artwork and clothing and stuff from STV Metal Shop. But on my channel, I do have like all of the rewards posted in one of my recent videos. But by memory, they weren't very good. Revive that guy so we can get some more damage into the raid. I always hate when I'm playing with like one other person and they just wait for the boss to revive me and I can't do damage for like 10 seconds. Sometimes I do that to other people, but Usually I try and get this quick rise. Dodge his ass. Raid bosses are also like the only time ever I don't mind when the AI just spams burst dash. Oh, what the fuck? This can just knock him away. Try it again. I guess he was lower level. Oh, kept my transformation on the whole time at least. I'll put a private slot for you in the next raid I host. Oh, I didn't get any artwork or anything. I'll try out my other build on the next raid too. Jam into the Xenoverse music. Most of the time it's more aggravating than anything else. Xenoverse is funny because like every time you open it you just get blasted with like the intro music. Sometimes in my videos I've used that music before, and the other night it was just sitting like on my screen. I must have not closed out the tab, and then my browser reopened up and it just started blaring the music in the middle of the night. Xenoverse is honestly really underrated by the community. It's, of all the Dragon Ball games I've personally played, it's like one of my favorite. Oh, nice. I've debated making the me character before. But yeah, Xenoverse also has like the most replayability out of any of the Dragon Ball games I've played, because a lot of them it ends up just coming down straight to the like fights and everything. This one you at least get a little bit extra type of content. He's got the dance moves. Oh, go left. I mean, we'll still be able to do it, but I wonder if he was waiting for more people. Try out this one. I should be able to keep his guard broken most of the time. And if you have a attack up limit burst, feel free to use it whenever. Behind us is just filled with Frieza rays. Oh, there's one other human, or Saiyan, I guess. Oh, bitch. And, oh, nice. I always forget that you can land moves with the guard break while someone's grabbing. I think that's just a matter of Xenoverse being a bit laggy, but still nice. Oh, actually, I'm a dumbass. I have an attack up limit burst now. One of our AI even has a guard break. There we go. I was missing all my attacks there for a second. Good damage. That's funny. I have a bot beside me spamming bending Kamehameha too. They've begun to learn. Yeah, honestly, my two biggest things I would ever want from this game is I wish when you're set up battles, you could increase the health bars by 10 times so the fights lasted longer. And I wish on every battle you could turn off having AI help you, especially on expert missions and stuff. Nice dog. Fidel, you're really not putting up nearly as much of a fight as Gohan did. God, I feel like it's so rare for the AI to guard break them. It's so nice, though. Even if I can't take advantage of it at all, but I will take it. Also, after this raid, I will just quickly check my progress before I ready up again. It shouldn't take long, though. Nice. Fill this up. There we go. I didn't realize how low my health was. I also still can't believe they never put the Great Saiyaman 2 in Xenoverse, or not Xenoverse 2, Sparking Zero. For the amount of characters that game has, that feels like a missed opportunity for being just a reskin of another character, basically. Easy work, although I imagine you're probably a higher level than that last guy that I was doing the raid with. I got way more progress than I was expecting that time, not gonna lie. That one was 5,000, so I should almost be at 50k damage in the raid, I think. I don't know. Considering they just recently increased the level cap, I feel like I've been doing worse on the raids. Where it just takes me like a couple more tries than normal. And for some reason, I don't think they've ever increased the level of the raid bosses. Yeah, I am kind of in the same feelings of Sparking Zero being slightly disappointing. There's some really great things in it, but there's so much that they could have done with it. Yeah, almost halfway done. The biggest disappointment was like playing through the story mode and all of a sudden like some characters' stories would just like cut off or had like kind of boring what if scenarios. Like there was only like one or two good what ifs really. Oh, yeah, the slideshows is also rough. Especially going after, like, Kakarot, which... Well, I have many problems with that game as well. At least when it did cutscenes, they looked so good. Even when we did get cutscenes in Sparking Zero, they were a little bit, disappointing usually because it was just in-game engine stuff. I at least hope, though, if they ever make a sequel, they have something to build off of at least now. Because I think that's the biggest thing going off of, like, the old games, is they had so much to build off of. I believe it's just 2 artworks and some TP medals and STP medals. There's a video I posted just recently on my channel with the rewards in depth, but I'm really only doing it for the medals. Yeah, I could see that. That's a lot of the communities these days for a lot of the games. I feel like they're so disappointing. I think there's still like 3-4 days on the raid. Yeah, there should be about that because I posted the video a few days ago and I'm just getting to it now, so you should have a couple of days still. I also don't know why I set my setup this time when I was streaming. My tripod is like right in front of my fucking chat, so I always have to like duck around to look at it. Promoting console mods, sweet. I actually don't mind people modding this game if they're not doing PvP. Because the grind for this game is a little bit absurd. Like, if I played on the PC, I would probably use a save editor, but I suppose ain't about that life on console games. Used to, though. For the 360, because it was so easy, you just basically had to hook up a computer, like a laptop, and you could do all kinds of shit. It was actually pretty fun. Oh, I probably should have switched to different transformation. Oh. There we go. I hate when you get, like, mistimed on your bending Kamehamehas, so you just keep hitting them when they're in, invincibility frames. I don't know how I'm just realized how good the male Saiyan grab is for raids. It really lets other people have openings. God, I wish that move was like tiny bit reached a little bit tiny. Jesus, I can't speak. Reach a tiny bit further. I mean, there is other guard break moves. I just like this one because it costs 1 and you get to move after it really quick. The Dodoria one is honestly the best if you're using an ultimate attack, but I usually just spam supers. I guess it is also easier to get damage on this raid because he's not spamming Healer Storm and stuff like that. Brutal. Get off me. I think it'll look goofy as fuck on this outfit, but I think I will switch to Beast on the next one and it will give me a bit better damage. I just had this one selected, so I didn't have to worry about peak range. And, you know, aesthetically pleasing Super Saiyan on the Super Saiyan 4 build. Oh, shit. Missed like 4 in a row there, is it? That dude's in the ape outfit. When I first started playing this game, I constantly saw people wearing that outfit as the Namekians and going like giant ape. It's actually one of the gimmicky things I've never done before in this game. I rarely ever even use my Namekian, even though I kind of like my design for one. Oh, shit. I keep just trying to find a spot to spam and just walks on me and knocks me away. Oh, nice. I actually got decent damage, too. Oh, finally got an artwork. I actually shouldn't have very many of those left to collect. Quickly check my progress again. I think I should be about 70k damage on it or so. For how many times I've done these raids, I'm still awful at telling how much progress I actually make in one attempt. It doesn't help that it constantly changes with level increases and stuff. Almost 70k, pretty close. I think if I switch on Beast here... No, wrong one. And I go crazy next time, I should be able to get it finished off. And then I will run, I don't know how many I'll attempt. It probably won't be too many just because I'm a late time patroller, but run expert missions for the glory points this week in the festival as well. I should probably stop inviting those other guys. They joined like one time a while ago. Actually got a bit of a squad this time. Oh, you are 180. I figured you're pretty high level. Another one. Where's the best? Level 80, no QQ bang. I'm always surprised how many new people pick up this game pretty regularly. Another level 80. They're all at like the level cap. Well, I guess the first level cap. Hopefully it won't kick me out. Oh, there we go. Sometimes when everyone like readies up and then people join and it takes a bit, I find occasionally it'll kick you back out to the lobby. Which is always super annoying, but it might also just be like a connection error with one of the person or one of the people, and then it causes everyone to lag out. Because it used to happen way more when I had shitty internet before I got fiber. And also, God, honestly, if you ever want to see how bad my internet was and how shitty my quality was, if you ever look at one of my, like, I think they were Skyrim live streams, was the first things I did on my channel, and they are horrific looking and sounding. I don't know how anyone watched me when I was streaming those. I actually think one of those guys that found me through there still sticks around, which is kind of cool. Always jinx myself. I said good damage and I immediately started missing shots. I guess beams. Aww. Oh. Quit out or lagged out. Although that means for sure that one of the bots has a good rate preset, probably. Actually, probably not. All the guys are level 80 on this team besides us. I feel like I'm getting a lot of good damage this raid. Nice. Like audio just, I don't know if that picked up on the stream or not, my audio like overlapped there for a second and started glitching. I don't know if that could just be on my end through OBS though. Because technically I am listening through all my sound through like a second feed. I just realized I don't know if that was picking up on my mic or not. My TV totally was on, so it was playing sound out of it. My fault if that was happening. Oh, you bitch. Yeah, take that. God. Oh, nice. Actually, that wasn't the guy that was still in here, but I saved him before he died with that healing. Oh, well, I missed a couple and then he blocked them all. That evasive is so nice. The fact that it makes them unlock on and just keeps them stunned there for a second. It's honestly the best when an attack hits you while you do that, because then you get, like, movement abilities. Like, you start moving again right after while they're still stunned. And it can let you, like, get a guard break off or stuff like that. How much damage? Okay, I need about 50 to 60 to complete it. Not quite 50. I probably have to do one more raid. Another artwork, though. I'll take it. Quickly fly over to the news board. I also do not miss the times when I used to, before I figured out that you could check your progress on the raid. I did so many raids where I thought I would get enough damage and then I would get like half the rewards. Oh, nice. I think this is like my third time getting it. I've grinded a few times to get it like on purpose. I kind of got it accidentally this time just because I played more on my team, because I am also on the worst team. I'm on Xenoverse 6, so we lose every time and we have like way less players. So I have to compete as much. Oh yeah, one more time. Shit. And we can move on to expert mission tours. Oh shit. Matching. That, oh shit, in, Xenoverse 7, too. That's decent, actually. It makes grinding the next week super nice. Oh, nice. Are you manually grinding out or going for, TP medals? I actually haven't had to grind recently because I have only leveled up my main character, and I always just usually have enough when they increase the new level cap. It is ridiculously expensive with TP medals now, though. At least they've capped off the price so it doesn't get raised anymore, because for a few updates there, when they increased the level cap, it was so brutal because they kept just getting more and more expensive. Like, tripled in price to get a max level character for TP medals. I guess just ready up with the two of us this time. And this seemed to work relatively well. Oh, nice, nice. Oh, Jesus. That Namekian is so tall with the fucking Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta hair. God, that hair even looks a little bit goofy on Vegeta, but my god. On anyone else, it looks so ridiculous. Although Beast is also a bit of a funny case where my favorite version of Beast I've ever seen is on the female Saiyan in this game. I actually like it more than Gohan himself. I feel like it makes more sense to have that taller hair to kind of like matches my base hairstyle where it sticks out. I generally prefer burst charge too. Sometimes when I'm feeling lazy, I use ultimate as well. Hence why this one has both of them on it. But after this raid, when we start grinding expert missions, I could send you an invite if you would like. Yeah, Bomber DX is really good too. Honestly, one of the reasons I use this is just so I could spam staying away and just not think about it as much. But you definitely are right where I'm pretty sure Bomber DX gets some more damage. I'm a bit of a sucker for homing attacks. I honestly should be using my actual raid build instead of this one, but it's working not bad. Oh yeah, that's a pretty good combo too. I honestly generally just use my raid build for it, but another good move for sending it back, I think is, fuck, I forget what it's called, but Android 21 has like a forward beam slash attack that she sends out with her finger, and I'm pretty sure that absolutely melts the giant T-ball and like almost instantly sends it back in one hit. Although having it as a ultimate slot is pretty useful as well, because then you can hold more super attacks for like utility damage buffs or whatnot. I also just recently, nice. I was using that tech the other day because someone, I don't know if it was a viewer or just some random person who saw me on Xenoverse, but invited me to Extreme Malice, I think is the quest. Whatever, like, the hardest expert mission is. And I was going through helping him grind that out, and I had to pull that out to save myself. A lot of the times I can just like step banish it, but it's nice to be able to get the key back from the Pillar Storm. God damn. That is some quick TP metal grinding if you keep that rate up. I actually don't know if I know how fast I've beaten those. Unless there's a way to check in-game, I don't think I would have any idea. I know I beat one of them super fast. Serious Bomb. I used to run that move, I've never used it for that type of, like expert missions or bosses or anything, but that was one of my original moves on my, main character before I got all the DLC moves. It's nice that you can just melee, lock him into an animation with like a uppercut move. And I swear to God, if that wasn't enough to finish off this raid. What the fuck? Okay, well, that's good. Just massive damage. Can you guys still hear me? I think it's still good, but I can't hear from my fucking capture card all of a sudden. Doesn't really matter for Xenoverse, but that's kind of brutal. Um. Oh, yeah, I don't know what the fuck. It might just be a Xenoverse thing where it cut out my sound. But, start expert mission tour. I will, be doing the Goku one, just by the way, for the glory points. Send it to... And... God, this is such a bad angle to look into the chat, actually. But, whatever, works. Okay, well, that would have been... Makes sense. Okay, I will, just keep you in mind then. And I'll send you a friend request after as well. And then, if either of you, uh, ever see me online, you're feel free to invite me to for whatever. I'm usually down to grind Xenoverse with people. And, oh, we got someone to join too. Yeah, and I don't know if that was. I don't think it's my OBS that cut out my sound. I probably just need to restart, but it's whatever. Now I don't have to listen to the spamming of the same attacks constantly. Because I do be playing. It's honestly so weird, but so many games I play muted when I'm grinding them just so I'm listening to other stuff in the background. But whenever you try and actually just like play a game while it's muted, it feels so wrong. Oh, bro, immediately through the limit burst. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter for this. Oh, sweet. I can just do that and I have to search for you again. Get out of here, Goku. Bro, missing like crazy. Oh, that makes... Bro, I look away for 2 seconds and I could just feel from the vibrations of my controller I miss like all my shots. Ah, just dead anyways. Yeah, that makes sense. What do you get for 210? Yeah, it shouldn't. It's taken very long to grind out 3,500 glory points and get some bonus TP medals. These are honestly my favorite missions they boost just because you get glory points and TP medals at the same time. Um, if you like where the main staircase is, if you go to the left of it, there's a little robot you talk to, and there's a Festival of Universes lobby, and inside there it unlocks you rewards for the event that's going on. Each week has like a required limit of, or not required, uh, a limit of 3,500 points for like the weekly reward, and then there's like an overall total you can grind out. I think Gogeta's still available at least if you want to get him. It's usually just oh, that's fair. Was that in the previous festival then? Because I definitely use that because I used the custom outfit for my Tianxia fusion build because you can get more accurate colors for what they actually look like. Yeah, the Beerus custom color one was pretty hype because that was always such a highly used outfit. It was a good choice for one to do. I honestly need to them to put out Paragus clothes that are custom colorable, or just finally give us an event again that where we can get the Paragus clothes because I've been playing this game for so goddamn long now, and maybe in the first year I played, I it might have been available during one of the PvP tournaments that I just didn't play. But for like last couple years, I'm always looking on the lookout for it because I want that outfit so goddamn bad. God, after grinding raid missions, these feel so much quicker just because it immediately ends after like 30 seconds. I love they added like the little like pre-game lobby for Xenoverse whenever you're launching into a launching into missions or whatever. It is a little bit annoying that it kicks you out of when you run out of your multi-lobby time. Like they really need to patch that so it doesn't count down when or like it doesn't kick you out from that lobby. Although I guess it is nice because it leads to less lobbies where they're just sitting empty. Yeah, I can't believe they still have never added that hit outfit. Because like that was when I like first got into Xenoverse and like I was watching YouTube videos for Xenoverse. So many modders had that as like their main outfit, and it was like so iconic. I can't believe they've never actually added that to the game. Like it wouldn't even be that hard. It's just a recolor of something that's already in the game. Like you might have to adjust it slightly just for the different races, but it's basically just stretching it a bit, slightly changing the design. As much as I absolutely love this game, they do be slacking. Although I imagine there's probably not very many people that work on this game anymore. Like it's probably a very small team. Yeah, I always love when Fusion is more playable, like where you actually that was one thing I do appreciate from Sparking Zero is that like you can fuse mid game. I would love a way if they added like fusion between either just two of your own custom characters and like let you customize it and make their own design, or just between two time patrollers like on a mission or something like that. Because realistically, if they let us design what the fusion looks like after they fuse, they just have to give us another model to customize, um, and then have like maybe some parameters like they have to be like the same race or whatever, just so it matches up body types better. But it wouldn't be ridiculously hard, I don't think, to program. Just if you wanted to program like two people playing the same character, that would be really fucking hard and confusing to do. Yeah, it would be nice if we got a little bit more awoken skills. I it would be nice if some of the other races got them too. Like the fact that like Boo never got like a skinny form transformation or um oh, Ultra Ego would be cool. I really hope by the time we get a next Dragon Ball game that stuff gets adapted, or at least they get the rights to the manga, because the fact that so much of that hasn't been in any game ever yet, and we basically have fake versions of Black Frieza and Ultra Ego in this game. Like they straight up gave supervillain Frieza the same pose as Black Frieza. Yeah, that would be a good way to have like a temporary mechanic that like lets you be stupidly OP but have it for like a limited time. It's honestly kind of sad that you can't just be like a Goku even and fuse with Vegeta on your team or anything. Oh, you're good. Yeah, I'm actually surprised the Heater Gang's not in this game because characters like that were in um like the old Budokai Tenkaichi games, weren't they? Like I know a lot more movie characters got appeared in that game. Yeah, the hairstyles are honestly the amount of hairstyles isn't even the biggest problem. It's just the fact that they don't change when you transform is a bit brutal, especially because like they kind of have the technology because in Breakers that was a mechanic. In the manga itself is not. I like the idea of how Vegeta, as he takes more damage, he becomes stronger. But the actual execution in the story so far is kind of let down. It's basically just straight up aura farming. Um, and then he gets clocked out by Black Frieza. So it would be cool to see it expanded on more, but I'm also still of the vein that Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 3 are still my favorite transformations. Like, I appreciate some like Ultra Instinct and like I like God a lot more than I like Blue, for example, like Super Saiyan God. But overall, I liked more of the idea of the end of Dragon Ball Z where it kind of goes back to like just focusing on base forms, which we kind of have that idea in Super, but they also kind of just went a bit crazy with it. Oh, yeah, if that's a fair one. I would honestly say Super Saiyan 4 was my favorite too, but I was thinking of I guess it's canon now essentially too, the Daima version, but I was thinking canon. I am a huge fan of GT though. I am a big sucker for it because my favorite order of Dragon Ball. It's funny, my favorite Dragon Ball series come out in release order. OG Dragon Ball is my favorite, then Dragon Ball Z, and then GT. Do you know what's speaking of Wrathful, which that's actually the Broly one, not what I was thinking of when I first read that. Rage Trunks. You know what's so stupid? This game has a fully animated model for Rage Trunks, and it's not playable. The fact that there's that, and also Second Form Cell is fully animated and has a full model and everything, and you just can't play as them. It's so rough. Which I mean, that is also a form I don't really like because it is the most bullshit blood armor power scaling for Trunks in that arc. But it's somewhat iconic, and it matches with the one form he has in this game or one move set. Is that the one where I it's Big Bang in the name, so I assume, but it's like he sends out that like ball attack forward. I've seen it in other games, I think. Honestly, probably most Dragon Ball Legends, but I'm sure it was in one of the older games too. It might be in Sparking Zero too. Yeah, for how much like they have like no more story basically to adapt for Xenoverse 3, there's so much they could do in a Xenoverse 3 by just improving what's already in this game. That would actually be sick because the Goku Black base form, because it's essentially a Goku recolor, would be really nice. That'd be a sweet move to have. You can also like only get that character from buying the pre-order bonus. I don't even think it's in any of the packs, which is funny. Technically, he's probably one of the more expensive characters, kind of like the one version of Daima Goku in Sparking Zero that you have to buy separately. Which that one actually, I think I might have bought it by now, but pissed me off because every time I would open up my hub menu, I'm like, I own all of the fucking DLC except for that. Why is there a locked character on my screen? I prefer when DLC characters are just not on the character select screen at all and not hit like as a locked character because it's not locked. You have to fucking buy it. Sounds good. And I agree with that because I am an avid user of the custom keys. I I'm a sucker for this game. I always end up buying DLC. I'm bad for I refuse to buy new games unless they're on sale, like except for very rare cases. Like I usually won't buy a full price game, but I will always fucking double down on DLC. That is fair. The more recent DLCs have been kind of more lackluster. I mean, the I think the story mode was really good in the new one, but it's not nothing crazy. Oh yeah, the base story is a kind of dog water. It's more just a plot device for us to have the game itself. Like there's a couple cool like anime type cutscenes that they have in the original story. Um and like I like the Super Saiyan 3 Bardock fight, the secret fight, but a lot of the other stuff is pretty shit in the original story. Like the most memorable fight to me is honestly the Cooler and Frieza mission. Yeah, Sparking Zero is. It's funny. We're all. I mean, it makes sense. We're all people who play Xenoverse still, but it's funny that everyone in the chat too is like, ah, yeah, Sparking Zero's kind of disappointing. Which is funny because I that was my original impression from the trailer, but it was a little bit more jank when the first trailer came out with like the character models and stuff, and I just did not think they'd be able to nail it. And then I got so hyped for it, and then by the time the game actually came out, I really only play it for videos and with my one friend because it just decent arcade-ish game. Yeah, it's so stupid that game didn't get all of the old modes from the previous games. I don't know what is up with more recent games just leaving out player content. Like I get multiplayer is more popular, but Jesus, it's always so depressing when like a game comes out and it's like got half as much single player content than games from 10 years ago or older. 1,200 more points to go. That is also a good question for Oh hell yeah, that would be cool. That would actually be a cool like event type thing if they added like a fusion thing for the festival universe that you could do with your like fellow teammates. I liked that this game added a new mode with cross versus. It just is not. Oh god, can you not hear me at all now? Brutal. Fucked up. If it is, I'll worry about it after this go through on the raid. Not raid, expert mission. I don't know what would be causing that. I mean, it's this. I'm assuming it's the same thing that cut out my game audio, but um, check my OBS. Do you hear me at all now, or am I still all cut out? Okay. I don't really, it might have been me, I muted and unmuted all my things through OBS, so I think that worked. That, or it was just a classic unplugging and replugging in my mic. Crazy how things work. I should, after I'm done streaming, I might Google to see what is causing that to cut out, though. Oh, actually, considering there's only like 1,000 more, or maybe less now, points to get for glory points, not bad grinding. It's only been like an hour or so stream. I think the last time I grinded on for Xenoverse was like 2 hours or something. Although I think I also just stayed live longer, helping someone play something. Oh, I actually got first that time. I noticed that you got first like every time on the raid now, or compared to the raid, not locked in anymore. That's mostly just because it's not as big of a deal for this mode. It's pretty easy. Oh, love that artwork. That was actually one of the really cool things in the story mode. The Dark Shenron, like infused with the crystals or whatever. I guess super villain would probably be what his title would be. It was some real plot armor with how he increased Shenron's power to let him have stronger ability to grant more wishes, but just a cool concept overall. And getting a map with like Shenron on it was super cool. That's one thing with the new map. I'm a little bit sad we didn't get like on the destroyed Kanton City. I would have loved if either the basic Shenron or the Dark Shenron was on the map when you were fighting. It'd be cool in the backdrop. I'm at least glad they reused it in a PQ quest because that has a lot of effort and modeling to use for one mission. But I guess they kind of did the same with Cell Max. Like Cell Max only appears in one mission, maybe a parallel quest and a raid. I'm still surprised. I makes sense, but I would think that maybe on some maps, or they would make a mode that's available where you could play as the Great Apes or other giant things like Cell Max and stuff. I feel like that would have been a cool what are they called? Whatever like the boss battles were called, it double crystal raids. That's what they are. If one of the playable bosses was just the Great Apes. Oh, yeah, sweet. I appreciate it. Couple more attempts, then we're finished off. Oh God, that is a rough ending to an arc. Honestly, They're Goku Black and Zamasu are both characters I like a lot from Super. Um, and I like the idea of them fusing everything, but I really did not need that to be a Trunks arc. I feel like Trunks' character and the fact that his entire universe and everything he worked for in Z just gets destroyed and then duplicated, and he's just living a life with a clone in another world is so fucked. Like, also bringing back Vegito, I I didn't mind because Vegito is my personal favorite fusion, but now I hate that every time Vegito's in anything, he's always Vegito Blue, and that's like his mainstay form now. But Super Vegito will always be like peak Dragon Ball to me. Oh, I can imagine. I honestly like. I was somewhat vibing with it at first, the ending when like I I somewhat could get behind like a tragic ending, but the fact that they just like write it off and not like bring Trunks into the main universe or anything like or the main timeline, and they just duplicate it and they're living with clones is the most goofy shit ever. And it's like that's what people mean when they say Dragon Ball has no stakes. It's because when there's stuff like that, it's like my god. Like if you're gonna go for that direction, you gotta full commit, or else it's not worth it. And I wouldn't have even liked it if they full committed either. But there's honestly so much of Dragon Ball Super where it's really cool concepts, but the more ever you watch Super, there's some dumbass decisions. Even in like good arcs and stuff, like for example, the Tournament of Power could have been like a million times better if they just get the main cast way better fights. Even if they lost, just give him like send off. The fact that like so many of the main cast just got absolutely shit on, and then we had like 10 episodes of Brianna fighting, and like I'm fine with showcasing new universes, but you have so many characters that you're not using, and it also personally just pisses me off that fucking Gotenks wasn't in the Tournament of Power. Oh yeah, that is also the only reason I like that is the concept is dumb. I like it because the super spirit bomb, like the super absorbed spirit bomb from I think movie 8 is such like a peak moment. I was happy for like some sort of callback for it, and I like Keyblades. So visually it's cool, but the plot wise for it is so dumb because it's not even like he got taught how to do a spirit bomb. Like it'd be one thing. I would have preferred honestly if he had just learned the oh god, what evil containment wave, and that was his what he used to what the hell would you call it? Like beat Goku Black and Zamasu and fuse Zamasu with for plot reasons. It would have been way more viable because they were actually talking about it during the arc and whatnot, and it was somewhat brought up. But the Spirit Bomb was just out of nowhere. And then Goku also does that to turn into a fucking Ultra Instinct at one point, which doesn't make much quick doesn't make any sense either, really, because most of I guess there is some external energy he's absorbing, but it's like from like 10 people, and then he absorbs it into himself, and then all of a sudden he's an Ultra Instinct. At least Goku knew the Spirit Bomb, and it was something that was ongoing at the moment, and it wasn't just out of nowhere. Yeah, there's honestly quite a few things from the manga that I wish it honestly would have been better if because the whole plan with Dragon Ball Super wasn't really a thing. It was they made the movie for an anniversary or something, and then got popular, so I think Toriyama did a second movie, and then they wanted to make it into an anime and a manga, but they were doing them simultaneously, so much wasn't coming out at the same time. If that manga came out first and then was adapted off of, I think we would have got a much better story arc. Also, they should not have recapped both movies in anime arcs because they were just like super didn't have time, so the animation was really bad and like yeah, they definitely made some poor decisions when starting Dragon Ball Super for sure. Also, after this set of expert missions, I will be hopping off as I'll be done grinding. I will potentially be back on later. Probably not, though. I think I have a couple things to do, errands to run and whatnot. I've kind of been doing nothing all day, and then I was like, loaded up Xenoverse, and I was like, fuck it, Oh, I have heard One Punch Man was a series I really loved, and I didn't even mind second season that much. I haven't even started the third season yet. Although I saw like a meme today. It still wasn't like insane, but the most recent episode was something at least. It was more than one frame of animation. It's such a shame what happened to that series. Because, especially with like Mob Psycho, which is from the same author, has a damn near perfect adaptation. Like, there's maybe two things I can think of that I would maybe change, but other than that, it's like it, almost like 1 to 1 or better than the manga. Then there's fucking One Punch Man, which is just so much worse. And especially for a series that so much of it, well, there is like story to One Punch Man, and especially going forward, like there's a lot of cool stuff in the manga. So much of that series is animation and whatnot that it is painful to look at. It's so sad that we can get series like One Punch Man that's so insanely popular and it gets that bad of an adaptation. Same thing happened with Blue Lock. I mean, the first season wasn't like an insane um, adaptation, and then the second season was significantly worse for like 90% of it. There's like 10% of pretty clean stuff in it and well directed. Dude, the Garo slide was so funny. Cause like I watch a ton of anime, so like I can excuse like the occasional just sliding across the screen PNG and like something flying in the background. Like One Piece has done it more than once, and I'm usually not too upset about it. But when it's like a moving on an angle like that and down a hill, you cannot animate it like that. It looks so goddamn goofy. You need to really pick your choices when you're gonna use like a still frame sliding across the screen. It's gotta be like quickly going across or like really fast like motion. Otherwise, it is the most noticeable shit ever. I mean, when I guess the whole series is not great, it's a little bit less worse, but not any less memeable. Yeah, I whenever that season ends, I honestly would probably sit through and watch it, um, just to see just how bad it really is. But I need to catch up with the manga because most of the One Punch manga stuff I have is like spoilers or just like I've read certain chapters, like certain fight scenes and whatnot. I haven't actually like properly read it all the way through, but I should, considering I guess we're not gonna get a proper adaptation like I was waiting for. Yeah, Yeah, I saw a hilarious meme about I don't remember what the creator was, but it was uh My Hero Academia and then One Punch Man on the other side, and they both had like the ratings of their seasons behind them, and it was fucking had me dying laughing because it's like one My Hero Academia has had some low points, especially community. Like I've always loved that show, but community wise, it's had low points where people didn't really love it that much. The like the difference is ridiculous between them now, and like it looks like a million times better adaptation now too. I could not be imagine watching both of those weekly. That would be depressing. When make sure I got all my points and everything. But yeah, this is where the festival robot is, by the way. Although I don't remember if you were the one that asked about it or not. I think so. Yeah, just gonna go check everything out and then I think end stream. Believe got the points and all that and actually oh bro, this whoever this guy in the top ranking is the bane of my existence. He must be, I assume, someone who has mods, but motherfucker's always top rank of my team and by like a lot. It's not too ridiculous right now, but by the end of this week, it will be like way more than I want to grind out. I thought after a while he would stop grinding so I could get first place, but it's not happening, I don't think. But yeah, I do appreciate everyone stopping by. This was actually a really fun stream. It's probably the most community interaction stuff I've had, so I appreciate it. And if I haven't already, I will send you a friend request. And if you ever see me on, feel free to invite me to whatever you're grinding. But I will catch you later. And peace.